Welcome to this latest episode of Success Sunday. I have got an amazing episode lined up for you. I am about to introduce you to Elise, who is currently generating £60,000 a year from a serviced accommodation business. If you're new to this YouTube channel, please hit subscribe now and the notification bell and stay tuned for more videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 7:30 p.m. My name's Liam Ryan. I'm one of the co-founders of Assets for Life and we are a property education and investment company. We love building wealth through property because in property you can make big lumps of cash or you can get involved with high cash flowing assets that's going to enable you to produce passive income. Now you might be watching this channel because you're new to property, or maybe you're an existing property investor and you've hit some walls and you're not too sure how to scale. Through my channel, I am going to teach you how you can become a professional property investor. I'm about to interview Elise. She's one of my personal graduates. She's getting fantastic results. Let's go into the interview. Hello, Elise. Wow, you're here. Yeah. Welcome to my home.
Thank you.
It is so nice to have you here today. And actually, you've come quite a way, haven't you, to be here? So tell everyone, where have you come from?
Elise is from Leeds, like I love saying. Yeah, I always travel that long way from the up north to
come down here to Essex, don't you? So I know you travelled down last night. You've travelled down with your kids as well, which is fantastic. And obviously I work with you through the academy on a one-to-one from time to time as well. And I've got to say, there are no barriers for Elise. You are willing to do whatever it takes in order to get the results. So when did you first meet me?
It was January last year at one of your events here in London.
Okay, great. So January 2018, but then we actually started to work together when?
October.
So October. So we had this gap, didn't we? And then you came and worked with me in the October. You came to my 3-day advanced training, the Property Millionaires Bootcamp, and then you joined the academy.
Yes, I did.
Fantastic. So why did you make the decision to get into property?
Well, in my mind, I always love properties. And with that, it's only when I got involved that I realized my mom was already a landlady.
Wow, okay, good.
That's what she did to bring us up when we were younger.
Okay, brilliant. So you wanted to sort of follow in your mum's footsteps?
Without knowing, I think it's just a coincidence.
It's just a coincidence.
Yes, it's just a coincidence. When I told her, she said, "Oh, do you know I've been doing that?" Oh, really, Mum?
Oh, really, Mum? Yeah. Fantastic. So you're sort of following on from your mum's legacy, really, and what your mum's done for you. Yeah. And I know you've got a good relationship with your mum, haven't
Great
you?
one, yeah.
So has your mum been supporting through this process?
A lot, every single step. If I don't sleep, she won't sleep.
That's nice. And talk us through your family dynamic. So are you married? You're single? You got kids? What does life look like?
Single mom, yes.
Single mum,
4.
Okay. So 4 children. Yeah. Oh my goodness. How old are your kids?
16, 13, 10 and 4.
Oh my goodness. So, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
You are looking amazing. You just remind me of this like wonderful queen because you always look so beautiful. Your skin's fantastic. You're a princess, and you know you've just got this amazing energy about you and this drive and determination. So, I think you've got a big why, haven't you? Which is ultimately to provide for your 4 children. So when you first got into property, was your focus to ideally generate cash flow? Was it to replace an income? Or was it just to, do something along the side?
I wanted to do something along the side at the beginning. I was not focusing on cash flow, like you say. I wanted a big lump of money, even if I have to wait, but I was ready to wait for something big.
Yeah, because when you first started, you initially wanted to do 2 main strategies, land development and HMOs?
Commercial conversion.
Conversions. That's really what you wanted to do, yeah? And then as you started that process, you realized that it wasn't quite fitting in with your schedule and your timing. And you actually then decided to do serviced accommodation. So how did that come about, doing serviced accommodation?
Everything is a mindset, I would say, is the mindset. So you having to talk with different people, and if your mind is not ready, well, you can't do anything. So as soon as I had conversation with you guys and other people from the academy, it just clicked. I said, okay, okay, let me try it. And suddenly, yeah.
Wow, so you just thought, let's give it a go. So when you made the decision to do serviced accommodation up in the Leeds area, I think it was in the afternoon, wasn't it? Or in the morning? And then, was it in the afternoon? So it was in the afternoon, about 4 or 5 o'clock. Yeah. And then, when did you find first deal?
8 p.m. the same Friday. I will never forget that. Wow. It's in there. I will never forget that. It was the same Friday, 8 p.m. I found a deal.
And how did you find that deal? Gumtree. On Gumtree. So you literally went online, looked at the properties to rent, and made phone calls.
I sent an email because there was no
phone.
Sent
an email?
Yeah, I just sent the email, and by 10 o'clock, 10 p.m., the email reply, they said, yes, it's available. And the next day, the landlord called me.
So you spoke the following morning, was that correct? Yes. You had the discussion, and then when did he come back to you and want to meet?
Well, the landlord is not even in the UK.
Okay, wow.
So he's phoned me 10 o'clock. We had a chat, first conversation. He didn't know that his property could be good for service accommodation. So I just gave him some few nuggets, and he just fell for it. He called me back at around 2 p.m. after the first call, and that was it. The journey, everything was still.
That was it. You done your first deal. That's so amazing, isn't it? So that was your first deal. If you could highlight maybe 2 or 3 challenges that you faced early on in your journey, what would some of those challenges be?
Well, is it the journey before the first deal or within the deal?
Well, let's just say before the first deal.
Yeah.
What was your biggest challenge then?
My biggest challenge is to find the money, investors. Okay. Yes, I am still a student, and since I wanted to find the deal, I was looking for the deal, packaging the deals, things like that. It was hard to get the deal online. Anyway, to somebody who will get it, right? Sometimes the deal will be good. Maybe I make some mistake to put it all together, but I was still stuck.
So it was getting the deal right and then getting the investor right to come in and do the deal. Yes. That was a challenge for you personally at the beginning. Yes. Okay, that's fine. Because whatever strategy you do, there's going to be some ups and downs and some challenges. And then you just went and decided to do serviced accommodation, which we know is a high cash flowing strategy. You decided to do it on rent to rent. So you're not buying the asset, you're taking on an existing asset from a landlord. And then that landlord allows you to run it as serviced accommodation. So when you got that first deal, how did that make you feel?
Poof. Yes, the first couple of days, I still couldn't believe it, until I got the keys. I was kind of, pressuring him a bit. And I started shopping online without having the keys, because in my heart, I was sure that was mine already.
So you went out and already started buying the bits?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. And when I got the deal, the keys in my hands, I was kind of really shaky.
I bet you were full of adrenaline.
Yes. Yeah. This is it. This is it.
Like, oh my God, this is really happening now. Wow, what a moment though. And I bet you remember it like it was yesterday.
Obviously, because for me it was a great achievement since during winter, so from October to January, it was really hard for me, health-wise, and even with my deal packaging, I was just running like a headless chicken, I was really down. I was this close to give up.
Well, I remember we had some phone calls, didn't we? We had a couple of phone calls, and I was just keeping you on track, and then you came to, obviously, the Academy Day. And this is why mentoring is so powerful, isn't it? Because it's so easy to give up. it's so easy to listen to the monkey on the shoulder. It's so easy to think you can't do it. And you just kept on track. You know, you kept fighting forward and you kept shining and you kept following the system, which was amazing. So what was one of your biggest challenges when you got the keys to your first deal and getting that over the line and getting it ready for your guests?
The team.
Okay. Talk us through that.
Yes, I got a couple of handymen to help me to put things in the property, and I felt like they wanted too much. You know, I was working on my credit card. I had no actual money on my credit card. You know, yeah. So I paid the rent and deposit from my credit card, and I was shopping with my credit card. Because
using other people's money, using the bank's money, which is good, leveraging the bank's money because you're putting that into an investment now, which is going to give you 10, 20, 30 fold.
Like Rebecca was like, he said, good debt, bad debt. That for me, that was a good debt.
That was a good debt, yeah.
Yeah, so this is it.
Great. So having some handymen was a bit difficult at the start, but you overcome these challenges.
Oof, I did it myself because I felt like I'm counting on you and you're wasting my time. Since the money is out, I need to crack on and put that property on the market and for it to start generating money so I could be able to pay back what I've borrowed, yes. So
this first property, it's a 4-bedroom house. What does that cash flow net in high season for you per month?
about 280.
Wow, £2,800 from your first deal. And that is high. You know, that is a really good serviced accommodation unit. We typically know that across a serviced accommodation portfolio, you're going to average about £1,000 per property per month. Some will do a bit more, some will come in a bit less, but you should be there or thereabouts. So that was your first deal. But actually, how many deals do you have now? 5. Wow, that's brilliant, isn't it? And they're all up and running. And do you manage them yourself or do you outsource it?
At the moment, I am managing myself, but gradually because I want to be able to know what I'm doing.
Yeah, good.
So then I could let it go to other people to manage it.
Yeah, so when you bring someone in to then manage it, you know if they're doing a bloody good job or not.
I have a housekeeper anyway.
Okay,
yeah, she
great.
does the cleaning and everything.
So she goes in, does the linen, the cleaning, checking in. Do you do the check-ins and check-outs?
Oh, now is self-checkout. I have to work. Oh my goodness.
Have you got your key code?
Yes, I have codes for some properties, and I had to speak to a 24 hours convenience store to drop my keys there. I have a box where I put my keys. Brilliant. You know, honestly, that was the best thing I will ever do.
That's a top tip, that is, isn't it? Yeah. If you're running serviced accommodation, find someone nearby, like a 24-hour shop.
That's it.
You use them as your checking in and checking out.
No, actually, the checkout, they put in a letterbox. They put through the letterbox. So I bring all the keys myself to make sure I've got the keys. Good. And I don't want people to mess up with the property, you know. And my property, all of them are CCTV operated. So
CCTV. And typically, who are your guests? Are they business owners, tourists coming in and out of Leeds, or a mixture? Wow, that's good. So if I'm coming to Leeds, I'm going to come and stay in one of your units.
Oh, please. You're welcome.
So you've got 5 units now. You've been able to do this while being a full-time mum to 4 amazing children. You also work part-time. What is it you do?
I work with young disabled adults.
So that's very challenging, demanding. And now you're running a fully pledged, successful serviced accommodation business. So what would you say to anyone watching this now, Elise, that is giving themselves excuse after excuse after excuse as to why they can't become successful?
Well, I would say, don't blame others. You're going to blame yourself.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I do understand that everybody faces challenges, health-wise or relationship. I've been there. I'm still there. But you have to know what is your why. I'm not poor. You have to be, even if you're poor in the pocket, be rich there.
Wow, that's wonderful, isn't
So yeah, you have to push yourself. It's hard, yes, I do understand that. I believe that. But if you don't do it, nobody will do it for you.
And what's your experience been with me, my business partner Jay, Assets for Life as a whole? Have you had a good experience? Are you pleased with the level of support and help? Because I know you love the academy days.
The thing is, keep close. That's what I would say. Keep close. Yeah, at the beginning, you're going to feel frustrated because you don't have the answer straight away, but keep asking your questions and your answer will come. It takes time, but for sure, you'll be there.
And where do you see yourself going now over the next 12 months? Have you got a target? How many essays do you want? Do you want to continue to grow that? Are you going to go get a certain amount and then move back to commercial conversions and land development? So talk us through what your next 12 months look like in property.
Yeah, my goal is to have 10 for now and move to the next strategy, which is commercial conversion or land development. We will see how it goes.
So getting into a nice big juicy deal. Yeah, nice. And obviously we've done commercial conversions and land, so we can just help you and talk you through that process as well. But it's going to be amazing, yeah. Yes. I got to say, I'm really, really proud of you, you know, because you've just stuck with it. You've not listened to the monkey on the shoulder. When you want something, you ask for it. You get involved in the community. You talk to people, you call people, you've followed the system that we teach, and you've got the results. You know, 5 essay units in less than 10 months, generating a predicted £60,000 a year is phenomenal. You know, it's a great place to start. You know, you've got people watching this now that are doctors, lawyers, professionals, nurses that are earning a third of that. And they are working at a serious amount of hours. And I'm just really pleased that you've now started this process because property is available to everyone, isn't it? Would you agree? It doesn't matter who you are or what you do?
No. Doesn't matter. Now I get my daughter, she's 16 now. Getting
oh my
involved.
goodness,
Yeah.
the whole family's going to be getting involved.
Oh,
love it.
Well, you share what is good, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, she during the holidays she's been helping out. Not for free, you know, at this age, but she's learning and she's kind of passionate because she wants to do, she's going to be learning, studying business.
Wow,
Yeah.
brilliant. So what would you say to anyone watching this video now that might be thinking about getting into property or coming and spending some time with me and Jay or coming on one of our training events? What would you say to someone to inspire them? What is like your words of wisdom?
First of all, stop thinking, start doing.
Nice.
Just push yourself. As soon as you see the event, don't think. Just go there. You're going to be blown away like I was the day I met you in London.
Wow, brilliant. It's wonderful to see. So I just want to say, hey, look, thanks for coming on the YouTube channel. It was great to invite you down. You are one of our amazing success stories. But, you know, we just gave you the system. You have done the work. And I want you to, over this summer period now, refocus, re-energize, make sure your plan of attack is clear for the final quarter of 2019 and lay some real solid foundations for 2020. I honestly feel 2018, 2019, certainly 2020, they're going to be some of your best years ever because you're building business now, you're building legacy, you're building passive income, and you're changing not only your life, but your 4 kids' lives and their kids' lives at some point in the future and communities around you. And you are a massive inspirator to many people. So I'm going to come and give you a big hug. Wow. That was one hell of an interview. And for everyone that's listening to this now, can you please give a big hand for Elise? If she can do it, you can do it. So what have you got to do? Well, look, come and spend some time with me at one of my up-and-coming property events. Go to www.assetsforlife.co.uk and get your complimentary ticket. Come and hang out with me. I will show you how you can start to build a property portfolio.